All right. Hi, everybody. Kyle's here. I just wanted to do a quick update video. As our viewership has been going up rapidly, which is amazing, we love that. There are a few housekeeping rules I want to address as we have new viewers coming in. As I don't want to let things get out of hand because there's been a lot of entitlement in our comments lately, and I just want to address things right away and also be a kind of pillar to help you figure out our page because it is a bit of a mess right now and it is under construction. So, to start with, little update. Arc 7 is on hold as at the moment. Myself and Wolf are in the middle of major moves. We are not in our permanent spot yet. We're kind of stuck on that. And because we don't have express dates on when we'll be back into our final new space that we're in, I can't give like direct deadlines of when we're going to be starting production. But I have been in contact with our audio engineer that we work with, and they're also getting their computer fixed right now. So we're all just taking a couple weeks to get organized and sorted. Many of our voice actors have up to Arc 7 Phase 5 recorded, which is amazing, but we actually have to go in and double check all the audio, make sure it's done correctly, get any missing lines in, have people correct lines if there's any missing, see which narrators dropped out partway through because I wasn't keeping up with it as much as I wanted to. So there's a lot of things we have to do before Arc 7 is released. This is an 80-plus person production that's done for free, completely free. So we are a passion project. Please keep that in mind. We are not a indie company backed by money and everything. We don't have that much funding. We can't do things at a certain level that you may expect from other productions and other YouTube channels. That's just not our reality. So you have to keep that in mind when you're on our channel. We are a grassroots kind of project. So if you don't like that kind of quality, I will ask you to leave our community be. Secondly, in our comments, we've been getting unsolicited advice about our Arc 6 live reads. Our Arc 6 live reads are performed live. We did it completely last year. It took us about a year and a bit to complete the entirety of Arc 6, reading it out loud, live performance, while also managing a stream that we had to balance multiple audios in Discord. And Discord doesn't always work out perfectly. We had two microphones in one room for Subaru and Amelia for a little while, so it was also really difficult to navigate that. A lot of you complaining about audio differences and glitches and stuff, and it really sucks. And we are working towards fixing that in our final releases of Arc 6. However, since the audiobook is out for you guys to consume now, we're trying to focus on what is currently coming up. Arc 6 we will rope back to and we will adjust the audio. Trust me, we are aware of audio glitches. We are aware of people who struggled with reading live. We are fully aware. We were there. We were there. We don't need comments dogging on our voice actors. I go out of my way to delete any negative comments towards my voice actors unless it's directed at myself or Wolf. And I actually use that as a moment of reflection towards the author. Is it maybe the nicest way to go about it? No, but as a teacher, I find it's really important to find those teaching moments within content creation, within community engagement, because I won't tolerate it here. All my voice actors do this for free. They do this because they enjoy the art, because they want to practice, and we are a community that wants new voice actors to get started and working on this. For some of us, this is the only thing we do. For others, this is something we've done for a very, very long time, and we're continuing to work on voice acting projects as well. This is a very special project. We have people from around the world voice acting that we're really lucky to have, who are incredibly talented, and without this project, maybe we would have never heard their voices before. So getting negative comments about people you don't appreciate their performances for will be deleted immediately, unless it has to do with myself or Wolf, and then I will chew you out in the comments. And that's just how it goes on this channel. At the end of the day, we don't need to do this. You have AI audiobooks that have everything done already. If you want a live performance version, we're doing it for free for you. But unfortunately, free sometimes takes time. And time can be annoying to wait for, especially when we're so used to a streaming culture. But you have to be patient with us, because anytime somebody gets mad at me or angry at me to keep going, it makes me want to pump the brakes, and that ruins it for everybody, including myself and the other people who create this channel, right? So we just got to work on that. Rants aside, if you clicked onto this part, this is just talking about the navigating of our Studio Reverie. We started with Arc 5. That was the only thing we wanted to cover. The anime had already covered everything else, so we never really intended to do Arcs 1 to 4. But we did Arcs 1 to 4 to buy us some time, so we do it for fun. Anything we haven't completed in Arc 2 or Arc 3 yet is because it wasn't translated. And our one person who is working on translations has a full-time job that is really busy. We don't have a lot of extra time in our day as people who pay rent, pay bills, have lives, have children. Some of us are grandparents. Some of us have lives. I mean, I was a teacher all last year full-time. I was taking care of over 100 people's children at all times. So we have day jobs that hold us up. And sometimes we can't do everything, and that's okay. And with time, we will come back. There's a lot of you who've been very nice about that, and I do apologize for ranting on that. But we've received a lot of comments lately demanding us to continue certain things, and we won't do things that are demanded. We will do things that are requested. No problem. Arcs 1 to 4, we get done when we are killing time, when we need more time to hang out as friends, to connect on stream. But since I'm the one running the stream, I haven't had a lot of extra time to run those streams. We just haven't been able to get them done. And it hasn't been on our top 10 to-do list. Season 4 of the anime, or Arc 6, has really been a big focus for us for the past little bit. We've completed the entire audiobook for Arc 6. It's not perfect. It is done live, but it is out there, fully performed for you. Live theater, if you will. And we do have a version of it that was edited, but we stopped doing that about 3 months ago, just because of how much work it was. There's a lot of lines missing. We have to re-record things. So really is just becoming Arc 7 Round 2 again. Arc 6 is a really, really long phase, as we've seen from the anime. It is also incredibly emotionally exhausting. So getting our voice actors to re-record that with such a small group is really hard. So we'll get back there. But for the time being, it's completed. You can watch it there. Just be careful if you're wearing headphones. You know, try to keep the audio adjusted. There's certain chapters that I have marked as audio issues or really loud screaming. And unfortunately, as much as I tried to control that while I was voice acting alongside Wolf, there are just certain things I could not control in that environment. So we just have to understand that. And that is a risk that you're taking when you listen to those. Something we are looking towards fixing, but not yet. Arc 7 to 9 and into Arc 10 are our main focuses right now. We want to be able to eventually catch up with the web novel so that we could come out consistently with the web novel alongside to pay. But that is a huge endeavor. I mean, Arc 7 and 8 has 52 new characters altogether between those two arcs. And then we have to manage all those voice actors as well. So, that's a lot. Those of you coming in who have been nothing but supportive, we appreciate it, of course. There is a certain level of constructive criticism that 100% you can absolutely have. But we don't take too much bullying. In fact, we don't take any bullying. We don't take any unwanted advice as well. And if I chew you out in the comments under Studio Reverie, just know it's not a personal thing. It's I'm going to redirect you so you are a decent human type thing. Okay? I hate to make these kind of updates, but as we're getting bigger, which is super awesome and amazing, I don't want to get eaten alive by really toxic community environments. I'd rather keep us small and have a very healthy community than be large and big and have really toxic communities like we've been seeing with the Amazing Digital Circus and, a majority of the ReZero community as well. So thank you guys for listening. Hopefully next update will be a little more peachy. But until then, I'll see you later. Bye.